the tenant is a party animal.
Yeah.
The tenant lets his dog out loose when you come to deliver his mail.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't have a very good impression on him.
Yeah, and also sometimes when, you know, that time when I say that when he opened his door and the girls come out, yeah, and I somehow, I don't know, like have a sneak peek inside and it's quite messy.
Can you define quite messy?
It's like there'll be, you know, beer bottles everywhere, the sofa messy, you know.
Go on, go on.
Then sometimes the picture upside down. Then the Mona Lisa picture also like got chonting like that.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no more questions.
Does
Okay,
the defense...
So how many times a week do you go to my client's house?
Depends. I got meal, I'll go lor. About maybe once or twice a week.
Okay, my client has a dog, right?
Yeah.
Does he treat the dog well? You know, he lets the dog run. Does he treat the dog well?
But he how to say?
No, I mean, does he treat the dog well, lah?
I don't know.
Is he good to the dog?
I'm not an animal expert.
Okay. Okay, so does he give his dog a freedom?
If you call that freedom, then yes lah.
Okay lah. So do you know the landlord?
The landlord, that guy, that girl.
The girl.
Yeah, I recognize
You know her?
Yeah.
Do you send mail to her?
Yeah, around.
So you do know her lah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that you saw his house messy.
Yeah.
Were there anything broken, like, you know, the pipe got water shooting out?
I think, I don't know, maybe that's in the toilet, but I see from the, like, you know, the hall there.
So you don't see any structural, structural destroy, any structure destroyed?
Sure. Maybe a few broken windows. Like window
only
broken.
the window?
Yeah, window lah, broken.
Okay. But no more questions.
Okay, Mr. Melvin, you were saying that he let the dog out now.
Yeah.
So did the dog, I'm sure Chihuahua very feisty, right? Wouldn't it bite you or injure you or something?
That's why I run away, lor.
But wouldn't he have scratches also?
My client said that his dog is not a Chihuahua.
Huh?
It could be another dog that you are talking about.
I don't know, maybe, because I said I'm not animal expert, so maybe it's
So
Chihuahua.
you don't know what dog was
something.
it?
I don't know
Okay.
lah. I think
so it could be any other dog lah.
Could be also.
Yeah, so it could not be his dog also, right? It could be like
no,
some stray dog.
It come out from
Your
his house.
Honor, permission to cross-examine.
But then sometimes, you know, the dog may run into his house by accident, right? Then, you know, he see you, he like you, then he chase after you lah.
Oh, that means if the dog go inside his house and then
That's
he
quite
let,
enough defense.
It's not his dog, right?
that means the dog. That means he never jaga the house properly lah. Simply let dog go inside.
Claimer has something to say.
So the tenant says that his dog is not a Chihuahua, but because you say you're not an animal expert, that's why you don't know whether the dog is a Chihuahua or not. But you think it's a Chihuahua, right?
Yeah, I think.
So the defense lawyer is saying that the dog that you described could not possibly be his client's dog, right? But you said you saw the dog running out of the house, am I right?
Yeah, from the house, come out.
From the house, inside to out.
Yes.
Clarification for the defense lawyer.
Okay, can you please describe the dog? What's the color? Can I ask a question?
No, Your Honor, inappropriate question.
No, it's part of the investigation. What?
Go on.
Cannot ask.
Go on.
Okay, what is the color of the dog?
Brown.
Brown? What color is your dog?
I think like that.
Brown. How big is the dog?
I don't know about like that.
This is
never
called a
measure.
Chihuahua.
I just not like that. I don't know. I'm not animal expert. I just
No,
I
it's
just
not, but
see
you
the
know
dog. I
how-
see the dog running there. I just run.
then you just run
Didn't really
already,
notice lah. Didn't really notice.
But you don't know whether it's his dog or not lah.
I assume it's because I see
Oh,
come running
you
from his
assume
house.
it's his dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
no
come
more
out from his
questions.
house what?
Yeah, you assume nah.
Yeah.
No more question.
Okay, so when the dog was chasing you, what do you write on when you go and deliver mail?
Pardon?
What do you walk when you deliver mail?
Yeah, I walk lah. So when the Chihuahua chase me, of course I run, right? I mean the dog.
No, as in you walk to each house.
Yeah.
You walk to each house.
I mean whatever letter I want to deliver, I walk to the house then deliver lor.
Oh, but in that case, you also use cycle, right? To the area, then only you walk, right?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
So if the dog was chasing you, right, wouldn't it, by the time you get on the bicycle, right, wouldn't it already hurt you?
No lah, I run faster ma.
Does the claimant have any more questions?
No more questions.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can we call upon the police officer? Okay, Miss Angeline, can you state your evidence and facts?
Aiyo, all my records for some reason all like not very up to date where is it Just wait. Okay, you want me to state all of my evidence?
Yes. Oh.
Number one, the tenant yeah lah, about 4 months ago I checked his house and he has very loud music. And also, he throws parties lah. Who doesn't throw parties? But then when I went into his house was in good condition lah. So, I don't know. Next one. The landlord I don't know why these two people so like that, but anyway. The landlord has a record of renting out a very bad property. Only once or twice in, let me see, in about 1,000 houses. So that's only 2 incidences, and that was 3 years ago. Of evidence.
Okay, claimer? Wait, let the claimer go first.
So, police officer, you said you checked the last time you checked the property of the tenant, it was 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And the last time you checked 4 months ago, the house was in a good condition. 4 months ago. So can you agree with me? Would you agree with me that when I say a lot of things can happen in 4 months?
Yes.
And that possibly just because the last time you checked 4 months ago, it was in a good condition, it may not necessarily be in a good condition today, right now?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, thank you. So what can you say about my client? You said my client's past record of selling bad properties was 2 out of 1,000 houses.
Yes.
So which means he sold 998 good properties.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Your Honor, I have no more questions.